Welcome to my channel. In this episode of Wars, we shall be examining wars within wars. We shall be treating two battles that took place during the Second World War, which you should know about. Precisely the Battle of Normandy and the Battle of Stalingrad. If you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe and press the notification bell to enable the channel to grow. For my returning viewers, please like, share, and let's have your comments. The Battle of Normandy was a significant battle fought between the Allied forces and Nazi Germany during World War II. It lasted from 6th June 1944 to August 25th, 1944. And took place on the beaches of Normandy, France. It was called the D-Day Operation, codenamed Overlord. The operation was planned and executed by General Dwight T. Eisenhower, who was the supreme commander of the Allied forces in Europe at the time. The objective of the battle was to establish a foothold in continental Europe and begin the liberation of Western Europe from Nazi control. The invasion began with a massive aerial and naval bombardment of the beaches, followed by the landing of troops on 5 beaches in Normandy, codenamed Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword. The landing was met with heavy resistance from the German forces, but the Allied forces were able to establish a foothold and slowly pushed the German forces back. The Battle of Normandy was one of the bloodiest battles of World War II, with over 425,000 Allied and German troops killed, wounded, or missing. It was a combined land, air, and sea force, regarded as the largest invasion force by the Allied armies in human history. It included 73,000 Americans, 83,000 British and Canadian forces, and other allied nations. In fact, a total of about 11,000 aircrafts made up of fighters, bombers, and transport planes were used, as well as 200,000 sorties and 195,000 tons of bombs were deployed by the Allied forces. It remains one of the largest amphibious invasions in history. Despite the heavy casualties, the Allied forces were able to secure a victory and begin the liberation of France. The success of the Battle of Normandy was a turning point in World War II, as it enabled the Allies to launch an offensive into Western Europe and eventually defeat Nazi Germany. It also demonstrated the effectiveness of combined arms tactics, which involved the coordinated use of infantry, artillery, and air power. The Battle of Normandy also had important political and social implications. It was a major turning point in the war and helped to boost morale among Allied troops and civilians. It also demonstrated the power of cooperation and coordination among Allied forces, and it remains a symbol of the sacrifices made by those who fought and died for freedom and democracy. Battle of Stalingrad. The Battle of Stalingrad was another major turning point in World War II, fought between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union. The battle took place from August 23, 1942 to February 2, 1943 in the city of Stalingrad, now Volgograd, in southern Russia. It was one of the largest and deadliest battles in history, with an estimated 2 million total casualties. The battle began when German forces launched an invasion of the Soviet Union in June 1941. After making significant gains, the Germans focused their efforts on Stalingrad, a major industrial center and symbol of Soviet resistance, The city was fiercely defended by Soviet troops who were able to hold off the Germans for months, despite being heavily outnumbered and outgunned. In November 1942, Soviet forces launched a counterattack and encircled the German army in Stalingrad. The Germans were cut off from supplies and reinforcements and suffered from harsh winter conditions. Despite Hitler's orders to fight to death, the German soldiers were ill-equipped for the brutal winter conditions and were eventually forced to surrender. German General Friedrich Paulus surrendered on February 2, 1943, marking a major victory for the Soviet Union. The Battle of Stalingrad was a turning point in the war, as it marked the first major defeat for the Germans on the Eastern Front and shifted the momentum in favor of the Allies. The battle also demonstrated the resilience and determination of the Soviet people in the face of overwhelming odds. My YouTube friends, thank you for listening. Please make your comments, hit the notification bell, and also give this video a thumbs up so that it can be spread to other people. Thank you.